Right, so this first exercise that I want to show you guys how to do is all about teaching our dogs a bit of impulse control. I'm actually going to have him over this way. So I'm going to put my dog in a sit and I'm going to reward that sit because that was lovely. And I'm just going to start off by extending my arm away from my body. That way the dog's not focusing on our face, they're focusing on the food that's in our hand. And this game is all about teaching him to focus on the treat without impulsively trying to get it. So I'm watching for his eyes to follow that treat. Get a bit of motivation there. There we go. I'm trying to get him to be successful with it. So at the moment, I'm not going very far. Good, nice. So he watches it till it becomes level with his nose, and I put it in his mouth. He's flicking his eyes away a little bit, but at this stage, I'm not going to stress too much about that. This time I'm going to go a bit lower. There we go, good. There we go. If he was to lean forward at all and try and snatch it out of my hand, I would start again. So anytime the dog doesn't look at the treat or they lean forward to try and get it, I would literally just start from that position again. I'm not going to say anything, there won't be any corrections or anything like that. I'll just use my body language to communicate that we're starting again just because it wasn't quite right. But so far he's done it as I want. He has done this before. Just make it a little bit easier. Okay, good. It's all about trying to get lower and lower with it. Just touch the floor and then into his mouth. And do that again. And touch the floor and into his mouth. So the treat always gets rewarded straight to his mouth. So he wasn't quite looking. You can hear the wind outside. I'm going to wait until we've got focus again. Just jiggle my hand a little bit. So I'm going to leave it. There we go. Nice. So we're not actually cueing the dog to do anything. We're just going through the motion of the exercise. So when you do this with your dog, you don't have to say any words. Just literally placing that treat down. There we go. If he was to break out of the sit and try to get the treat, all I would do is just cover it with my hand, but he's not doing that. There we go, good. So I'm going to progress it on a little bit. This time I'm going to start dropping it. The lower you drop the treat from, the less erratically it behaves. So we're not going to start from dropping it up here. I'm just going to do like an inch off the floor. Oh, he did get that one. If they do get it, it's not the end of the world. It's handler error. So that was my dropping. It rolled straight in front of him. This floor's got a little bit of bounce to it because it's like foam mats you'd have in a garage. Nice, well done, good. So we're just gradually encouraging the dog to be able to watch the movement without acting on it. This floor is a lot harder. Oh, he wasn't quite looking. Nice, good, really good. I would like, he's gradually creeping forwards. I'd like to start where we were originally. Good. I'm starting to drop it from a little bit higher now. And he's managing that quite well. Oh, nice. Good boy. He thought about getting it, but he stayed in that sit. Lovely. If he did get to that biscuit before me, I'd have just let him have it. It's not about trying to race your dog towards pieces of food. We're not doing scent work. We're doing something else. Yeah, like that. There's no point. So that's my error. It went too close to him. I'm going to blame the floor a little bit. I might actually drop from further away as well. We do want it to be from a sit. So I'm going to enforce that. Good. I'm starting to drop from higher and higher. You sit. Whoops. So that one went really far. We always go to get the treat and deliver it to the dog in a sit. There we go, good. So even if he has broken out of the sit to follow me. Marty, sit. Nice, good, really good. Over here a minute. Sit. That's it, that's ideal. If they can somewhat stay in the sit, he got up as soon as I got back there. Whoopsie. Sit. I would like it if you stopped creeping out of the sit. So I'm going to do a couple a bit closer and slower. There we go, good. I timed that before he stepped out of it. But you can keep progressing this on. You can get to a point when you're bowling treats down there, I didn't throw anything, and see how your dog gets on with that. But that is the basics of it. I'm going to just see if we can maybe try and do the same with the toy. He hasn't got any sort of retrieve with the toy at the moment. Anyway, drop. Good, nice. Sit. Get it. Yeah, good boy, good. So unlike the treat, I actually encourage him to get this one and we have a good play with it because that's what he wants to do. Drop. Oh. Drop. Nice, good boy, good. Sit. Sit. That's down. Good boy, stay. Get it. Ooh, yeah, good boy. You know, it's every time he gets it, I move away because I want him to invite me to play with him. If we start chasing our dogs, they're just going to create a game out of that, as many of them do. Good boy. Well done. Drop. Leave. Get it. Yeah, good boy. Woo, yeah, good boy. Well done, very good. Yeah, good boy. When we're playing with a toy, to reinforce them for a bit longer, because that's all part of the game, isn't it? Good. Drop. Marty, drop. Good drop, good. I always give him a treat when I ask him to drop because it's a hard thing to do. We'll do one more. Sit. When there's a toy, especially collies, they go a little bit wild. Get it. Yeah, good boy. Woo! Well done. Really good. Really good. So that is a good exercise just to build up with. It just creates a bit of a game. You'll notice I'm doing this with a toy that's not a training dummy, because this just helps you build a bit of that impulse control. We'll get a bit more refined when we use the actual dummies. Well done. Yeah, good boy. Good.